Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. We watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese MIG leather mesh pant available at RevZilla.com. New for late 16, this is the MIG leather mesh pant. It is, in our estimation, the evolution of the Fraser. Now, when I look at it, I know a MIG glove. That's going to be leather mesh, two-season hot weather. Now we have a MIG pant. There's also going to be a MIG jacket. I'm a fan of the direction this is going. It's a great combination of breathability via 3D mesh, protection with a lightweight grid leather, which again, if we think about the previous Fraser, it was 1.2 mil grade cowhide. This is a little bit lighter weight with the grid leather being 1.0. And again, you're getting the wind resistant, water resistant lining on the inside that you can pull out, and you can turn the air conditioning off if you like. A lot of changes here. The biggest thing though, if you're a true Dainese fan and you remember the Fraser, which we remember so well, is the Fraser was a similar configuration of leather and mesh for hot weather riding, but the Fraser used a full race grade knee puck system. And in our opinion, for something that's really street oriented, that's a little squiddy. So what they've done is they've given you the aluminum hard part on top of the full composite knee and shin armor that works well with Dainese sport boots. And now we've truly configured a two-season hot weather, really in my opinion, sport and sport touring outfit. And this is the pant that works that way. Now, if we think about a few colors available and we think about Brian's fit, you can't see high V as Brian, but I promise the beard's up there. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. He's gonna have a 35-inch belly button waist and a 33-inch jeans waist. He's wearing a size 52, and that's going to fit him spot on within the Dainese collections of pant. They typically tend to be pretty standard. He's about a 32, 33-inch inseam. Again, this works with him. And you can see it's not a race articulation, it's more of a sport articulation, and they've even worked in micro-elastication. You can see it here over the left knee to give you better flexibility, whether you're on the bike or off the bike. Again, being a little bit more flexible that you could be riding on a longer distance tour on this, and it needs to be comfortable when you step off of your ride. Now, use the size chart. Well, obviously answers your questions. And remember, we ship for free over $39 if you are concerned about the fitment. Again, it is something that people take into account. I'd also love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new MIG pant. Now, other changes they made over the Fraser. They made it more usable. Notice that these are pockets now on the hip. They did not exist in the previous version of this pant, the Fraser. If we look at the top, it's a snap in the center. I wish it was a slide. Again, I'm nitpicking a little bit here. There is adjustability baked into the belt itself, so you aren't going to be wearing a separate belt with this, which I like. It's self-contained. And notice you do have the 360-degree zip. If you're wearing another Dainese jacket, a mesh jacket, or even the MIG jacket, you now have the ability to fine-tune and pull together your suit. If we work our way down, we talked about micro-elastication on top of the knee here. It's a bit of regular elastication and micro-elastication. It has to move and work with you. And remember, this is the grid leather, which is 1.0. That's a 1 millimeter grid leather, where the previous 2.2 leather, in my opinion, was a bit heavier duty. They changed the configuration of it. It might have been a little bit overkill. Again, you're still coming in the lower threes for this, lower $300 mark. So again, I think there's a big bang for the buck factor as you're looking at a lot of tech built in. And again, who can go wrong with the two-tone Dainese Demon and embossed aluminum sliders? Now, Brizzle, turn the face away from me. If we look at the side, embossed Dainese logo on the hip, this used to be a textile area and it used to be more mesh. What they've done is they've taken the leather off the seat, they've moved it onto the side, onto the lateral side. So great low side protection. Personally, I wish you still kept a layer of leather in the seat in case you go down on your back side. But again, that's the choice that Dainese made on this guy. As we look down our side here, remember, all of the mesh, or all of the non-mesh, all the textile you're seeing too, I should have called it out earlier, is actually Comfort Cordura. So before it was a basic non-stretch textile, now it's Comfort Cordura. Comfort Cordura is a beefed up stretch material that again will move with you but still has a great abrasion resistance. If we look, Dart of reflective, well placed. Again, the fact that it's anthracite means it doesn't get in the way of the style. And as we work our way down, you're going to see 3D mesh really complemented here by the flex zones, complemented by here your grid leather. And the fact that the Dainese logo is really just stitched in and embossed is a nice touch. Turn backwards for me there, Briz. Now, if we look at it from the back side, remember, this is the area that I was wishing that there was a little bit more coverage. I could use to see some leather there. Moving down, backside of the knees, these are an area, especially if it's warm out, summer weight, sport riding, you're gonna sweat. Great airflow there. It's gonna allow you to breathe on the backside. And again, this spot right here, I don't mind that it's mesh. It's not an accident-prone area. And if we look at the back of the legs around the calf, this is just a simple entry and exit zipper, up and down, vertically aligned. And again, you can see he's rocking the new school Dainese, I believe they're TR course boots. Now, if Brian comes back to the front for me, And if we look at the total package, remember, 2-season hot weather, late spring, all summer, early fall. You do have your wind-resistant, water-resistant liner that allows you, if you're doing it earlier season or late season, you could put it in, shut down some of the airflow, but it's not like Gore-Tex, it's not fully waterproof, it's not fully windproof. So again, you can only shut down the airflow on a pant that's got this much mesh so much. It's truly a hot season optimized piece. Like the flexibility, like the reconfiguration, and I think that I love the fact that they went with a more refined sport and street style slider versus a knee puck to the track. So all in, I think this is a win on the Dainese side, and be on the lookout for the MIG jacket that is actually going to pair up with it perfectly. The next step in your journey is click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember to subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion of the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.